everyone, my name is Daniela. Welcome back to another episode of For the Love of Cinnamon. Today we'll prepare a recipe inspired from Morocco, and that is cinnamon and date chicken. Before we start, let's go over the ingredients for today's recipe. We have about 3 pounds of chicken breast that we cut in pieces of 1 or 1.5 inches. We like to cut it this small because it's easier to cook, it's more flavorful, and obviously it helps in portion control. I have 1 white onion diced that I added some shallots to, for flavor, but I definitely recommend using a red onion if you have it handy. I have 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, ground coriander, 2 Ceylon cinnamon sticks that you can find on our website at cinnamonvogue.com, 3 tablespoons of oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose white flour, 3 cups of chicken broth, low salt, and 12 dates that are pitted and chopped. So we're ready to brown the third batch of the chicken. Once again, I have heated oil in this pan. Ideally, you want to use a Dutch oven because it's thicker and it gives a little bit of different flavor, but in our case we had to improvise, so we'll use a regular pan. The oil is heated and I've already done 2 batches right here in this bowl that I've transferred, and I'm ready to start with the third one. And remember, you want to cook it on high heat for about 7 minutes because you don't want to cook the inside, you just want to brown it on the outside, and then you have time to cook it later with the rest of the ingredients. Next step is sauteing the onions. In the leftover oil that I had from the chicken, I've added a little bit extra, heat it up, and now I'm ready for the shallots. And I'm going to dump in there and saute for a little bit. That's delicious. You want to saute them for about, I don't know, let's say a minute, 2 minutes. And once the onion is sauteed, then you get to add the rest of the ingredients and get everything ready. Now that the onions are sauteed, we will add the rest of the spices and saute a little bit more for about 30 seconds to a minute. Make sure we mix all the flavors in. And turmeric. Okay, mix them all together, mix them well. Onions are sauteed with all the ingredients, and now we will add the ingredient that we forgot to mention, and that is fresh squeezed lemon juice, and we will add 3 tablespoons, and we'll keep 2 for later, so it's a total of 5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we mix everything together. We'll add the chicken broth, all of it. We'll increase the heat to high and bring it to a boil, and once it starts boiling, we're going to reduce the heat for about 10 minutes and let it just simmer with everything together until the shallots are really soft and cooked. Okay, the shallots are simmered with the chicken broth, and now we're ready to add the chicken that we will bring to a boil on medium-high heat. And once that starts boiling, we'll reduce the heat to medium-low and simmer for 25 minutes with the lid cover. Oops, sorry. Minor accident. I'm going to dump it like this. Easier and faster. So the chicken is boiling. At this point, we will lower the heat on low to medium, cover it, and let it simmer for 25 minutes. Okay, so our chicken boiled for 25 minutes. We've actually simmered it, and now we're ready to remove it. And we'll put it in a bowl right here. And in the remaining juice, we'll add the remaining fresh squeezed lemon juice, 2 tablespoons, and the dates, and we'll let that caramelize. First, let's remove the chicken. So in the remaining juice, we'll add the dates. And we'll add the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice that we have left. We'll mix it well, and we'll let all this simmer for another 10 minutes on low heat. So the dates have boiled, have simmered actually with the lemon juice and everything, so they're thickened, as you can well see, and I can tell you it smells delicious. And at this point, we'll just add the chicken back and mix everything together, and we're ready to serve dinner. So our chicken is done, and since this is a Moroccan inspired recipe, we've thought that having couscous with green peas would be appropriate. I'm gonna go ahead and serve it right now. As you can see, we have the couscous there with the green peas. I'll put some of the chicken with ceylon and dates aside. My name is Daniela. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of For the Love of Cinnamon. I really hope you enjoy your cinnamon and date chicken. Bon appetit!